In this video, I'm going to be busting 100 Java Empire myths, seeing whether they're true or false. Some of these are really surprising and I cannot believe that they actually worked. But yeah, make sure you guys like and subscribe, and let's try to get this video to 500 likes if you guys want a part 2 of me doing more myths. And yeah, let's get straight to it. Alright, so the first myth which we have is the Tanaka tote can fly. Okay, so let's go ahead and see if the Tanaka tote can fly. Now, I don't really know if it can fly like a helicopter since it is a car, but I'm assuming, okay, it's definitely not flying. I guess technically if you go on the ramp, technically this could make the car actually flying. It does fly for a little bit. It's not flying like a helicopter, but I guess this myth would be true. I mean, yeah, it could technically fly. Any car can actually fly, so I would say that this one is true. Okay, next one we have is a 50 million super yacht reaches 300 miles per hour. Alright, I heavily doubt this, but I mean, let's go ahead and check. Alright, so we're at the boat dealership. Hold on, let me go and spawn my $50 million yacht real quick. Okay, it reaches 300 miles per hour. Okay, even if it were to reach 300 miles per hour, I don't really think it would be possible right now with all the ice that we have. Why can I not spawn in my boat? Okay, I finally spawned in the yacht. Let's see if this goes 300 miles per hour, bro. It's already not looking good. We are going super slow. Okay, wait, hold on. We're getting to... Yeah, this is not true. Yeah, 71 miles per hour. That's literally the max speed we're going, so this myth is false. There's zero way you're going 300 miles per hour in this. It's basically impossible. This thing is super slow. Okay, so the next one we have is that Tanaka has working turn signals that can be seen in first person. Actually, no way. Okay, so if we go in first person, working turn signals, no, not in first person. The turn signals do work on the outside, I think, but not in first person. No, look, there's absolutely nothing. Yeah, we can't see anything. So this myth is completely false. This is not true. Okay, so the next one we have is a choo-choo train gets stuck when you spawn it. Okay, let's go ahead and see if this one's true. I think this one actually might be true. Okay, so we spawned it. It gets stuck when you spawn it. It's actually good. I feel like it did used to, but it's low-key doesn't get stuck unless... I think it's only if you're in the snow, I'm pretty sure, that it doesn't really work. Yeah, you see, like, in the snow, it does get stuck. Oh, wait, no, it's good, actually. We're actually surprised. So, this myth is actually false. I feel like it did used to, but I think they fixed it. So, this myth is actually not true. Okay, so the next myth we have is actually from a developer. It's from Nick, and he said, the R6 GT may or may not have colorable interior lighting and appearance customization. Whoa, hold on. So, the R6 GT, hold on. If this is true... this would actually be kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so he said go to customization and you could maybe color the interior lighting. Nah, there's no way. That has to be false. Underglow paint? I don't think you can, right? Okay, I'm just ruining the car right now. Yeah, okay, this is definitely false. Yeah, this one's definitely false. Wrap license plate. Wait, what if I change the lights? Does this do anything? Nah, it doesn't do anything. Yo, that would be sick if this one was true. But no, unfortunately, this one is false. I don't see any option for that. Yo, that would be sick if it's true, though. So this one is false. He also said the DB5 interior blinkers are 2 lights on the dash rather than arrows. Okay, so instead of arrows, he said there's 2 lights. Whoa, that is true. Okay. Yeah, since it's a classic car, there are just 2 lights and it's not actually arrows. So this one is actually true. That's pretty cool, bro. I actually like this interior. This is actually fire. Yeah. This one's actually true. Okay, so for the next one, I think we have to go over to the Lighthouse. Okay, so for the final myth he says, if you say 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, release him at the Lighthouse, Ferrari gets added. Okay, hold on. If this one works, that'd be kind of crazy. Okay, so he said 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, release him at the Lighthouse. Okay, let's go ahead and try this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, release him at the Lighthouse. Hello? I don't really see anything going on. So, I mean, yeah, this one's obviously false. I mean, that would be crazy if this one actually worked. But no, yeah, this does not work. I mean, wait, maybe I try a voice chat. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, release him at the Lighthouse. Hello? Yeah. It does not work, bro. This one would be crazy if it actually worked. Imagine, but no. Sadly, this one is false. Okay, so the next one we have is that the Broomstick glitches into the far lane in global matchmaking circuit when you pull up to the track. Okay, so... let's try this. First, we need to go... okay, let's go ahead and go to the global matchmaking then. Alright, we're queuing up for a global multiplayer with this Broomstick. This one actually might be true because there's no way this actually works. Okay, so here we are. I'm actually surprised it's working right now. But let's see. When we teleport to the track, will it glitch us out? And... I don't know. We might just glitch out all the way and just like fall into the map. But let's go ahead and see. This one might be true or not. But we're about to see once we teleport to the track. I'd actually be surprised if this does work and it actually lets you use it. That would be kind of crazy. It actually does end up working. Look. Yeah, I have the Witch's Broomstick right now. Okay, I teleported. Hold on. Let me try going maybe and seeing if it works. It actually does work. So this one is actually false. I thought we would actually glitch out, but no. This one is actually false. I'm kind of surprised, but yes. This myth is completely not true. Okay, so next one we have is you could drive into some hollow buildings and fall out of the map. Okay, so drive into some hollow buildings. Okay, so I do know a few hollow buildings in the game that you can kind of go through, I think. If I remember correctly. Let me see if I can find them. You fall out of the map? Hold on. I don't know if this one's true or not. I'm not gonna lie. Wait. I think this one is a hollow building, I'm pretty sure. Wait, if I can get past real quick. Hold on. Wait, let me try this. This one's... oh, wait, they actually fix it. It's not hollow anymore. This building actually used to be hollow. Okay, let's see if there's any more hollow buildings. What about this one? Okay, this one's not. Okay, let me go ahead and check in Chinatown, because Chinatown usually does have some hollow buildings, but this one might not be true. I've never really fallen out of the map through hollow buildings, unless it's like really, really bad rendering. So like, right now the rendering isn't horrible, so this one is like half true, I feel like. Yeah, none of these are really hollow. If you have bad rendering and they don't render in, then yes, this one's probably true. So this is like half true and half false, I'm not gonna lie. Let me try one more building near Chinatown. Yeah, they actually, yeah, everything's kind of working right now. Oh, what the? Okay, this happened to my car, but I'm not falling out of the map technically. I'm still good. So this one is like half true, half false. You guys can kind of decide, because I mean, if it doesn't render in, then yeah, you do follow the map. But if it's rendering in like normally, like it is right now, it does end up working. You actually don't follow the map. So I don't know. You guys can decide whether this one's true or not down below in the comments. Next one we have is the Zonda HP Barchetta stock spec is the Pagani's own spec. So the owners of Pagani's own spec. So Horatio Pagani, the person that created himself, this is his spec. And yes, I'm pretty sure this one's true. On Google, I'm pretty sure it does say, yeah, this is his exact spec and it's like a special car. And yes, so this one's actually pretty true. That's actually pretty cool. I didn't know about this, but that is pretty cool. So this myth is actually true. Okay, next one we have is there's no limit for the infinite highway. WVids, by the way. I appreciate you, bro. Okay. There's no limit for the infinite highway. Alright, this is gonna take a while, but let's go ahead and see if this one's true or not. Okay, so he's talking about the infinite highway, which is a very long highway, which I'm assuming is a little bit of head. So let me try to get there. There is no limit. I highly doubt that. Well, let's go ahead and see. All right, here we are. Highway is pretty long so far, but I feel like there's definitely a limit. Let's go ahead and see though. Okay, here we are. Now we're starting the quote-unquote infinite highway. Let's see if there's any limit. It definitely is a very long highway. I'm not gonna lie. Definitely probably the longest highway I've seen in any car game. But let's go ahead and see if there's any limit. It does stretch for miles though. Oh my god, bro. It's not even rendering in. It's pretty insane. Okay, so it's been a few seconds. We're still going. Oh, I see a street sign right there. Okay, we're still not approaching the end. I'm actually kind of surprised, bro. We're going like super fast in this car too. We're still haven't approached the end. Yo, this highway is actually super long. It's actually insane. I don't see an end yet. I don't know. I actually do not see an end. Oh, there's a street sign right there. Does that mean we're gonna reach the end soon? That could mean something. I don't know. Oh wait, the highway just changed. What the heck? The whole road just changed. Is there an end? It's not rendering anything in. Oh, it is. And yes, there is an end right there. So this one is false. It would be crazy if it was an infinite highway, but this game would probably be way more laggy. But I mean, this might as well just be an infinite highway, because you do not need this much highway. But yes, this is pretty insane. The next one we have is when you keep spamming nitrous, your car will go even faster than the upgraded top speed. Okay, so upgraded top speed, I already think I have this car upgraded. So let's see. So upgraded top speed without the nitrous, we're about to see right now. I think it's like 330 something, I'm pretty sure. It is 339. Okay, so if we spam nitrous, we are going a little bit faster, but yeah, I mean, it's technically true. If you do spam the nitrous, that is true. I mean, if you hold it all the way down, look how fast we start going. Yeah, very fast. So this myth is actually true. Okay, so next one we have is boats go on land and cars go on water. Okay, so let's test the car theory. So cars go in water. Okay, hold on. Let's see if this one's true. Okay, cars go on water. This is going to be the test. Cars go on water, and yeah. This does not work. Yeah, this does not work at all. Yeah, it's literally impossible. I mean, wait, maybe if I do it like near here. Wait. I guess this technically does count, but it's not really land. I mean, okay, so this one's like false, but I guess this one kind of counts as something. But yeah, I'd say overall this one's false. This is pretty funny though that you could just spawn this here. Next one we have is at the top floor of the house dealership. There's a broken computer that looks super glitched out. Okay, so I've actually be surprised if this one's true, because I have not heard of this one before. Okay, so let's go to dealership. Let's go to houses. So there's supposed to be on the top floor a computer that looks super glitched out. I mean, this whole thing is glitched out. I can't even enter. Yo, what is going on? Okay, whatever. At least we're here, I guess. Is there even any stairs? Yo, what is going on with the rendering in this game? Okay, let's try this again. For whatever reason, this whole building is just like hooked right now. I don't know why. It said top floor. Okay, let's look at these computers though first. Okay, they have absolutely nothing on them. Okay. Top floor, there's supposed to be a screen, which is super glitched out. I already checked all of them, but okay, this one's just literally nothing on it. What about these over here? Okay, there's no computers here. No computers here. There's the only one here, and it's not really glitched out. So, I mean, the computers are not on, but they're not glitched out or anything. So, this myth is false. All right, so for the next one we have, there is no limit to how high a helicopter can fly up. Okay, I heavily doubt that this one's true. It would be crazy. But I guess let's go ahead and start the journey. Let's go up. We're going up very slowly, by the way. This is like the fastest helicopter. And we're going up 42 miles per hour. But let's go ahead and see if there's even a sky limit. If there's no sky limit, that'd be pretty insane. Okay, we're going up slowly but surely. I mean, I haven't hit anything yet, so we are able to go pretty high in the game. Okay, we're still going. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I think we just hit the limit. Yeah, we literally just hit the limit. Look, guys, there is indeed a limit. Look, I'm not going any higher. See, I can go down, but I can't go any more up. The limit is literally right here. See, you can see. Yeah, so there is a limit. That would be crazy though if there wasn't a limit, but limit's literally right here. I can't go up anymore. I'm pressing up. I can only go down. So yeah, there is a limit. So this myth is false. Okay, next one we have is that the parking lot to the right of the house dealership, there's a floating present that you can't get unless you get out of your car and jump. Okay, so we're going back to the house dealership near the parking lot of the house dealership. Okay, let's go ahead and see dealerships. Let's go to houses. So there's a floating present. I mean, this one low-key could be true. Okay, wait, this one. Okay, so let's hop in a car real quick. So you have to get out of your car and jump. That's the only way that you can get it. So this one is technically true. There is a present, but you don't have to get out of your car. So I guess I would say this one's false because you don't have to get out of your car and jump. You can just get it with your car. But yeah, I guess there is a present there, but I'd say it's overall like a false myth. That's what we have is we can go through the criminal's hideout left side building. Wait, hold on. Does he mean that you could like go through it with a car? Okay, here we are. The left side building. You can go through it. No, this is the left side, I think. You can't. Whoa, hold on. He could low-key be onto something. Right here, you low-key can go through it. The left side, yeah. Okay, so this one's actually true. Yeah, this one is true. If you go here, you can technically go through the whole building. So yes, this one actually is true. This one is true, and then yeah, you just become an outlaw. So yeah, this myth is actually true. Next one we have is Mercedes and BMW is gonna get licensed after Bugatti. This one's false. I heavily doubt that's gonna happen. I mean, at least back to back, I feel like it would have already happened. I mean, it's technically not impossible, but I would say this one's false. I don't think they're just gonna do that back to back, but it is possible. I'm not sure though, if like right after Bugatti, because they would definitely need to save some money right after getting Bugatti license. So Mercedes and BMW would not be cheap. So I would say this one's false. But you know, maybe I'm wrong. I literally know nothing. So who knows? But I'll tell you this is overall false. Okay, next one we have is the Huracan STO has a fire extinguisher behind the passenger seat. Okay, so the STO, I actually don't know if this one's true or not. Okay, so if we go free cam, there's a fire extinguisher behind. Oh, wait, there actually is. Dang, I did not notice that actually. So yeah, this one's actually true. Right behind the passenger seat, we can see there's a fire extinguisher. That's pretty crazy. This one's actually true. Okay, next one we have is the Devel 16 has the ability to fly once you use a ramp and turbo in the air. Okay, so let's use the Devel 16. Okay, and we're gonna use the ramp and we're gonna turbo once we're in the air. Okay, let's see. I'm pretty sure this one is true, but I'm just gonna go ahead and test it out. I mean, obviously, you can make any car fly technically using the ramp, but I mean, let's see how high we can get, low key. Okay, then we're using the turbo. Yeah. So this one is true. This one's pretty obvious. You can make literally any car technically fly. So yeah. Next one we have is all cars in Java Empire are now licensed, but the Tanaka is the only one that's not licensed. And this one I already know is false. Now, Tanaka is technically not licensed, but we have so many other cars in the game that are still not licensed. I mean, look at this, for example. We have an RH7 in the game. We have Mercedes, for example. Look, we have all of these. They're still not licensed. So yeah, this one is false. Would be kind of crazy. I guess in the dealership, that's the only one that's not. If we're talking like on sale wise, that's the only one that's not licensed, but this one's technically false. All right, next one we have is that the Jesco is unstable at top speeds. I'm already sure that this is pretty, yeah, this is pretty true, but I mean, let me just go ahead and show you guys real quick. All right, so let's push this. Let's see. So far, everything's pretty good. We're looking good. Okay, it's feeling a little wobbly. It's looking a little bit scary. Yeah. Oh my God. Okay. We're at 300 now. Okay, now let's reach top speeds. Okay, 333 and then full nitrous. It's looking not bad, but it's much more unstable than usual. Okay, so I'm now on the highway strip, so I actually have enough space to test this out. I am pretty sure it is unstable, but I really want to get it to the top speed because I did not have it maxed out. I kind of have it maxed out now. So far, it does look good. At top speed, it's still good right now. Okay, yeah, we can see, oh my God, it's very wobbly. It is very unstable. I'm not even going to steer much, but then... yeah, look at that. Yeah. So this one is true. It's not as bad as it used to be, actually, surprisingly. But yes, it is unstable at top speeds, which is why the Devel 16 is way better. Okay, next one we have is if you spawn the Lego heli in your friend's car, you will get big. Okay, let's go ahead and see if this is true. Okay, so I have my friend that pulled up. So I don't know if I need to be in my friend's car or if I need to take the car. Okay, so if I spawn the heli while I'm in my friend's car, okay? Spawn the Lego helicopter. Yo! What the? Oh my God, this does work. Yo, what in the... oh my God, wait. Yo, this is actually crazy. Oh my God, I'm actually huge. Yo, look at me, bro. I'm almost like taller than like this whole little thing. Wait, this is actually true. What in the... hold on now. I'm actually surprised this one worked. So yeah, this myth is actually true. I did not know this worked. Wait, that's actually insane. Wait, what if I try getting in the car and I spawn it in again? Hold on. Do I get... what the... yo! It's huge, bro. Yo, I'm actually surprised this one works. So yeah, this myth is actually true. Okay, I don't know what's going on with my hair right now. It's just not rendering in for whatever reason. But the next one we have is if you go on free cam and look inside of the dealer guy, it says Dema is the best YouTuber. Okay, so the dealer guy, I think he means Borges. So it's supposed to say Dema is the best YouTuber. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look. So inside of Borgest, wait, let me see. Wait, oh my god, yo, this is actually true. What the? No way they actually added this in the game right here. Yo, this one is true. Yo, okay, yo, this is actually crazy. W drive an Empire. This myth is actually true. Okay, next one we have is if you drive across the bridge starting on the main side of the map and crash into the brick wall, building at the end, you will get flung inside the building. So I think he's talking about this building, like the brick wall, like over here. Is that what he's talking about? Wait, which brick wall is he talking about? Is he talking about this one? Flung inside the building. Okay, that one does not work. Okay. Maybe let's try Chinatown. Oh, I think he might be talking about this one. Okay. You get flung inside the building. What? What you actually do? What the heck? Yo. Wait, this one's actually true. Yeah, this myth is true. I was actually surprised this wouldn't work. Wait, yo, the lighting looks kind of crazy in here. But yeah, we're like, I'm not even sure if I can get out. Yeah, I'm really stuck in here. Wait, no, I'm good. Yo, that's actually surprising. So yeah, this is totally cooked, bro. They need to fix this. But yes, this one is actually surprisingly true. Next one we have is you have to pull over for cops. And no, you do not. Obviously, you just try and get away as much as you can. So don't even really get to test this one. This one is false. Next one we have is if you spawn the Stonehurst Villa, go to the pool and spawn the Lego helicopter and try to fly into the top left corner, like outside corner of the pool, and hold W, then you sometimes get bugged and go super fast for a second, and your propellers disappear and just come back flying. Okay, that's a lot of instructions, but I'm gonna try to do that. So let's go ahead and spawn that house in real quick. Okay, so let me go ahead and spawn that in. So we need to go to the pool, go to the top right corner. I kind of forgot. Okay, so let's first go over here to the pool. Okay, so I need to go to the pool and spawn the Lego helicopter and try to go into the top left corner. Wait, top left corner? Does he mean this corner? Okay, so try to go to the top left. Okay, let's go ahead and see what happens. So, okay, we're gonna spawn the Lego helicopter. We're gonna try and go into the top left corner. And what's supposed to happen? And then I have to hold W, and then I get bugged and go super fast. Okay, let me try and hold. Whoa. Okay, no, it's already fast though. It's already fast. It's already like normally like this, I'm pretty sure. So I'm holding W. The propellers are going super quick. Wait, they disappear and come back flying. Wait, okay, so the propellers are supposed to disappear and come back flying. I'm trying to go to the top left corner, unless top left corner. Okay, wait, hold on. I'm gonna try every corner and see if this even like works a little bit. Let's try this corner. Yeah, nothing's really happening. Maybe it might happen sometimes, but as of right now, it's kind of nothing's really going on. Wait, let me try it one more time. I'm literally holding W. Yeah, it's not really glitched. It's a little bit buggy, but nah, yeah, nothing's really happening. So this one is false. It could really work sometimes, but at least for me, it did not work. So I would say that this one is false. Okay, so for the next one we have is can the Robon Racer fly? All right, let's go ahead and see. This one I already know is true. I'm just gonna do it just for like the video, but obviously any car can technically fly if you do use it on the ramp. So yeah, this one is technically true. So literally all we need to do is get on the ramp, get a little bit of speed and a nitrous. And can the Robon Racer fly? Yes, for a little bit, not for too long, but yes, it technically can fly. All right, next one we have is there is a Renault Twizy in the off-sale cars category. Okay, I already know this one's kind of true, but I'm not sure if Drive an Empire has removed it yet. So, I mean, let's go ahead and see. Okay, let's go off-sale and let's go Twizy. Yo, it's actually still here. So, yeah, this one is true. I don't know why Drive an Empire doesn't really fit this. I feel like they definitely know about this, but yes. The Renault Twizy is off-sale, and we've never had it in the game, which is strange, which is kind of crazy. So, they're, like, kind of just teasing the whole car. But, yes, this one is true. We literally have a whole off-sale car that has never been in the game before. Right here, Renault Twizy. Very interesting. What is this even? Oh, yeah, it doesn't even sound like anything. It's literally just electric, bro. 15% acceleration. Yeah, very interesting car. But yeah, this myth is actually true. Okay, so next one we have is Bugatti will arrive this Friday. And if you all scream W16 and the Twizzler in the dealership is drivable if you use too many Citroens. Okay, I already know this one's false. Bugatti coming Friday, I'm pretty sure is not coming Friday. I'm pretty positive because we haven't had any sneak peeks as of right now. And also, I mean, I'm gonna release this video a week later, so maybe January 9th they actually do end up coming with Bugatti. But I heavily doubt it, and I don't think it's going to be like super soon, but it is going to be sometime maybe later this month or next month. But I don't know. I would say this one's false, but I could be super wrong. I mean, you guys can decide in the comments, but I overall say it's false. Okay, next myth we have is there is a snake near the barn. Okay, let's go ahead and go all the way to the barn, which is pretty far, but I'd be kind of surprised if this works. Okay, so here we are at the barn, and there's supposed to be a snake near the barn. Okay, I see pumpkins. I see like 2 little crates. Hold on, I'm looking around. I don't really see a snake anywhere, unless I'm blind. Hold on, let me go in free cam maybe. I can see anything better. So there's supposed to be a snake near the barn. I don't see a snake anywhere. Wait, maybe inside here? Is there anything? No. Yeah, there's not a snake. I feel like a snake would probably be right here on the outside. I don't think it'd be on the inside, honestly. Yeah, there's a snake near the barn. This myth is completely false. No, there's no snake near the barn. Alright, so the next myth we have is the Devel 16 is the fastest car in Java Empire. And we don't even have to test this. If you guys watch my fastest cars in Java Empire video, you guys already know that yes, this is very true. The Devel 16 is indeed the fastest car in Java Empire. It is very, very fast. Alright, that's what we have is if you go to a tunnel with a normal car, park it facing backwards against the right wall at the beginning of the tunnel, then spawn the train, then jump out, you will find yourself in the best hide and seek spot in the game. What the heck? Okay, so normal car, so I guess I could use this. I'm gonna go to the start of the tunnel, park it facing backwards against the right wall. Okay, so against the right wall. Against the right wall? Right at the beginning? Wait, are you talking about this? This would have to be it, right? This is the right wall, technically. Right? Like this. Okay, right wall. Park it. Whoa, hold on. We're actually phasing. Okay, so we're going to park it facing backwards. Okay, what's next? And then we're going to spawn a train and then jump out. No shot this actually is like a crazy hiding spot. Spawn train, jump out. Okay, so yeah, you do kind of phase right here. Okay, so spawn the train and then jump out. Yeah, nothing actually happens. I don't know. Maybe... What? Oh my god. He's actually not wrong. Or under... Wait, this actually is the best hiding spot. Literally nobody can find you. Wait, I'm actually surprised this does work. Okay, so you just need to do it with the train. What the heck? Yo, this actually peak, bro. Yo, this actually does work. Yeah, this myth is actually true. I'm actually very surprised. You can literally see everything. Okay, so for the next one we have is if you take the MK5 Supra, put it in manual in 4th gear and down to 3rd and take off manual, it does not shift. Okay, that's kind of a lot of instructions. I think I don't have enough like brain capacity to do that, but let me try. Okay. So MK5 Supra, so I'll take this one, for example. Okay, so he said, put it in manual in 4th gear. Okay, so it's in 4th gear. And down to 3rd gear. Take it off manual and it does not shift. No, it works. It does work. I mean, hold on. Let me try like maybe... Okay, so we're in 4th gear. Take it down to 3rd and we're going to take it off manual. Nope. It does indeed work. Maybe, hold on. Maybe it does work on this one. Okay, 4th gear. Take it down to 3 and take it off manual. Yeah, it does indeed shift. It does indeed shift. So this one is false. Okay, so for the next one we have is if you go into manual gears and press boost, when the boost is just finished, go into neutral gear, and then it will stay at the boost speed for a long period of time. Only works with cars with 1 gear. Okay, so Rimac or Pininfarina. Okay, let's try this. So let's try it with the Pininfarina. So basically what he's saying is if you stay in a gear, you kind of like, and then you go into neutral, it stays at a like boost for a long period of time. Okay, so let's try this. Go into manual gears, then press boost. Then when the boost is finished, go into neutral. Okay, wait. So then when the nitrous is finished, go into neutral and it will hold the boost for a long period of time. Okay, boom. Okay, it's finished now. Wait, does it work? I don't think it does. No, I think this one... Maybe let me try on the Rimac Nevera real quick. I mean, I have heard of the neutral glitch. I have heard of that. Okay, so when the boost is finished, go into neutral. Okay, so I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna top speed, okay? I'm gonna top speed. I'm gonna hold it, and then now it's done. Whoa, wait. This actually does work. It goes down, like, much more slowly. Wait, this one actually does work. This one's actually true. Yeah, this one's actually true. Look. Okay, I'm not gonna have enough space to really show you guys on this road, but, like, look, I'll go a little slower, for example. It does hold it. Look, you go down a lot slower. So it actually does hold the boost a lot more. Yeah, this one is actually true. That's actually kind of insane. That's pretty insane, I'm not gonna lie. That's actually a method. This one is actually true. Okay, so for the next one we have is if you put max camber on rear wheels of a car, it starts dancing. Should be tried in small wheel cars. Okay. So, okay, small wheel cars, I'm thinking of the Tanaka tow. So, let's do rear camber on the rear wheels. Okay, so max camber on the rear wheels. Okay, so we're gonna go to suspension. We're gonna go to camber, and let's go to only rear wheels. So, we're only gonna do rear. Okay, so we're gonna do mats. Okay. It's already dancing. Okay, I don't even think we have to go out of here to know that this is true. Wait, let me try it, though. When you start going, yeah, the car does start dancing a little bit. Yeah, it does it kind of more in customization, but yes, this one is actually true. Your car does start dancing. That's what we have is if you subscribe, you get a cookie. This one is true, so do it. Subscribe right now, bro. Subscribe. Okay, so for the next myth we have is that the Arash AF10 doors are misaligned. All right, let's go ahead and see. Wait, so my friend is telling me that they are misaligned. Wait, I don't really see where. So they're misaligned. Wait. Oh, wait. It is. Oh, yeah, I see it now. Look, it's completely open here. And then this is good. Oh my god, it is misaligned. I see it. Yeah, the gap. Yo, so this one is actually true. Yo, yeah, they did not cook on this, bro. What happened here, dude? This is perfectly fine. And then over here, there's a huge gap. So yeah, this myth is true. Okay, so for the next one we have is an $8 million Hennessy Venom. If you glitch crash it, the badge will disappear forever. Okay, I don't even know which one is 8 million. Let me go ahead and see. Okay, Venom F5. Is it just a normal one? Yes, it's the only one that's 8 million. Okay, I think he's talking about just the normal Hennessy Venom F5. Okay, let's try to glitch crash it, and apparently the badge disappears forever. Okay, so I'm spawning in the Venom F5. I think the only way to glitch crash this car, from what I know, is literally crash into that brick building. That's the only way I really know how to glitch crash a car besides that. So yeah, I think that is gonna be the meta. Okay, let's see. The badges are supposed to disappear forever. Okay, so let's try this. Wait, what? Now it doesn't work. What the heck? Wait, how am I supposed to glitch crash a car? Wait, is the badge still on? No, it's still good. Wait, what? Hold on. Let me see if I could somehow try this again. Okay, this gotta be the one, bro. I'm going way faster than before. No shot, dude. It's not working at all. So this one could be true or false. Up to you guys to try in the comments, but I actually don't know because I'm not really able to glitch crash this car. I don't really know how to do it. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm not really able to glitch crash this. So this might be true. Let me know down below in the comments if this is true or false. I can't really say much because I didn't really try it, so let me know down below in the comments. Okay, so for the next one we have is if you drive max speed through a tunnel, your car gets a speed boost. Okay, interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna use the Rimac Nevera. So we're gonna go max speed through a tunnel, and I should get a speed boost. Okay, let's see how true this is. Let me start all the way from here, and we're gonna use this tunnel right here behind us. Okay, I should get a speed boost when I end up going max speed. Okay, we're going max speed. Do I get a speed boost? I think I definitely don't. Actually, if anything, I'm probably losing mouse power because I'm going uphill. So this one's definitely false. You do not get a speed boost unless you're going through a tunnel that has like a little speed boost thing, like for a race. But just in normal times, like if you're just using like a normal tunnel like I just did, this one is false. So this myth is overall false. Next one we have is that the Venom GT can go 500 kilometers per hour. Wait, hold on. How much is that in miles per hour? Okay, wait. 500 kilometers an hour to miles per hour. That is 310 miles per hour. Okay, let's go ahead and see if that's true. Okay, so we need to go 310 miles per hour with this. Now, I don't have this really upgraded, so I don't know if it even goes that fast. But let's go ahead and see. I mean, I don't doubt it. I feel like this definitely does go 310 miles per hour. Oh my god, this car's actually quick. Okay, let's see if we can get it up to 310. Yo, this car's actually quicker than I expected. It's actually goated. Oh yeah, we're definitely getting to 310. Oh yeah, easily. Easily, bro. It goes faster than that, actually. Yeah, this car is goated. Yeah, this myth is true. It goes even faster, bro. Might have potential to go to like even 400 miles per hour. Yeah, this myth is true. Okay, so for the next one we have is the Lamborghini Temerario GT3 can beat Hypercars if max upgraded. Okay, let's go ahead and put this to the test. Okay, so here we have the Temerario GT3. Let me go ahead and fully max it out. Okay, so I have the GT3 somewhat maxed out. Okay, so I'm gonna compare this to a P1, right, which is a hypercar, right? So let's go ahead and see. So let's do a quick little acceleration. Okay, let's go ahead and see. It's pretty fast. It could definitely beat a hypercar. I feel like let's use the actual Senna as an example. Let's see which one feels faster. Yeah, it's definitely way faster than the Senna. So can this be hypercars? Yes. Now, like a hypercar like a Pininfarina or Rimac Nevera, probably not. But a car like a P1 or maybe a 918, I would say, and also a Senna, it could definitely beat in my opinion. So yes, I would say that this myth is true. Okay, so that's what we have is there's a code named Carter, which not a lot of people know about, which gives you 25k. Hold on, if this is kind of true, I'm actually gonna be surprised. So I have to type Carter. Wait, in all caps or no? What? Yo, I did not know Carter has his own code. What? This actually does work. You get 25,000. What the heck? Wait, hold on. I'm gonna ask developers for my own code, bro. Where's my code at? I'm actually surprised that works, but yeah, this one is actually true. Okay, next one we have is if you sub to them, you get $100 million. Hey, this one's true, but you have to do it. You have to subscribe, and you will see 100 million. Once you rejoin the game, you will see 100 million in your bank account. And if you don't see it, then trust. Just trust. Just do it. Do it and try it out. You might as well try, but this one is true. All right, next one we have is if you bought a car before the tuning update, it will go faster than with tunes than if you buy after. This one is sadly false. Cars that you already have upgraded are super slow before. With tuning kits, are like times 2 faster. So this one I don't even really have to test out. It is indeed false. Okay, so next one we have is if you DM them and he won't respond, please look at my DMs. This one is half true and half false. I don't look at DMs that often, but I do try to get to them. So I guess you guys can decide whether this one's true or false, I guess. I mean, it's half true and half false. I'll try and look at your DM, but a lot of people DM me a lot of weird stuff. So that's probably why I don't respond to a lot of you guys. I'm not a lot. Okay, moving on. We have the Aston Martin Victor and the Aston DB5 have different horn sounds. Okay, so the Aston Martin Victor. Okay, let's go ahead and hear the sound real quick of the horn. Okay, so here's what the horn sounds like. Whoa. Okay. In the DB5, they have different horn sounds. What the? Yo, wait, this actually does work. Yeah, so this myth is actually true. Dang, wait, it's actually realistic. Yeah, this myth is actually true. Okay, next one we have is the random skyboxes that you sometimes get be in an update sneak peek. Okay, so I think Vintage was trying to say that the random skyboxes you get in the game are a sneak peek. If you guys don't know what it is, like, I don't really know how to explain it. If you know, you know, but sometimes the skybox will like glitch out and it'll show like a warehouse or something. It's kind of like strange. If you know, you know, but no, it does not give you sneak peek. When the game kind of glitches out a little bit and there's like a different skybox, this one is indeed false. Okay, next one we have is Pagani RR has the loudest startup in the game. This one has to be true. I don't think there's any other car that's louder than this. I mean, it's literally insane. I mean, just listen to this. It's either this or that Mercedes that is off sale, but I feel like this might be louder, bro. Yeah, this has to have the loudest startup, so I would say that this myth is true. Okay, moving on, we have, after swimming across the whole ocean, there's a secret room that gives you 1 million. I'm not even gonna... Okay, let's go ahead and try this. There's a secret room that gives you 1 million. I don't really know what side... I mean, you can't even really swim right now because a lot of it is ice, but I guess... Okay, let's try and go to, like, the end of the map or something with the helicopter. Actually, never mind. I don't even know why I'm trying this. This is definitely false. Somebody would have definitely figured this out already, I feel like. So, I would say that this one is definitely false. Hey, prove me wrong in the comments. And maybe I'm mistaken, but yeah. Alright, next one is some of the skyscrapers in the city are based off real-life ones. I actually don't know if this is true or not, so you guys have to let me know. I feel like maybe this one right here. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. There's one that has an H on it. Like, yeah, this definitely looks like something in real life. So this could be true, but I can't really say for sure. Let me know down below in the comments. But I do feel like, yeah, some of these do look like some real life skyscrapers, I do feel like. So I don't know. You guys have to let me know down below in the comments because I don't really know, honestly. Okay, so next one we have is if you get arrested immediately after you cash out in the outlaw hideout, you can get double money for 100 Robux. I'm pretty sure this one is true. I am pretty sure that this one is true, okay? Okay, so the next one we have is hitting the highway end at 300 miles per hour flips the car infinitely. Okay, let's go ahead and test this out. So we need to get a fast car real quick. So I think I'm going to use the Devel 16. Or actually, no, let me use the Rimac Nevera. Okay, I'm about to full speed into this. So it's going to be 300 miles per hour. And, dang, that's really slow. You flip infinitely? I don't think it's true. I mean, I was a little bit under 300 miles per hour, but I don't think that this one is true. I mean, it could be. Hold on. Let me maybe try like one more time, like from right here. Okay, I'm gonna try to get to 300 miles per hour real quick. And okay, I'm going full speed. No, you do not flip infinitely. Maybe it depends what car you have because of the physics and stuff, but I would say that this one is false. Okay, moving on, we have on the bottom of the Aston Martin Valkyrie AMR Pro, there's a block of wood. I am pretty sure that this one is actually true. But let's go ahead and see. Okay, so there's supposed to be a block of wood under the AMR Pro. And that is true. This is not a mistake, by the way. This is actually how it is in real life, which is surprising. It looks kind of interesting, but yes. I guess it's not to, like, scrape this, I guess. That would make sense. And it's carbon fiber right here, which is insane. But yes, there is a whole long block of wood right here, which is pretty insane with some carbon fiber. So yes, this one is actually true. Okay, so moving on. On the new Aston Martin in the Christmas event has glitch gears gifting sound. The new Aston Martin in the Christmas event. Okay, there's two Aston Martins, so I don't know what he's talking about. So, glitch gear sounds? I don't really... Okay, let's try the Victor first. Glitch gear sounds. Let me see. Okay, so this one sounds good to me. What about the AMR Pro? Oh my god, bro. This sound is gonna be just intolerable. Okay, let's listen. It sounds good. I mean, okay, it definitely doesn't sound good, but the gears don't seem to be glitched at all. So I would say that this one is false. Maybe the DB5. Hold on. Let me try the DB5 maybe. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, none of them are glitched, so I would say that this one is false. Okay, so next one we have is the normal Valkyrie is faster than the AMR Pro. I actually don't know, and I don't know which one I have maxed out and which one I don't, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. So let's see. The normal one is faster than the AMR Pro. That would be crazy if this one's actually true. Okay, so we're going... Let's see. Dang, this thing's actually quick. 289 and then 350 almost. So, okay, let me see if I have any upgrades on this car. Okay, so I did have it fully maxed. We got up to 350. Now, let me try that on the AMR Pro with the same exact parts. Okay, so I fully maxed out the AMR Pro, and let's go ahead and test out if this is real. So we need to beat 350 miles per hour. Okay, we're going pretty quick. There's no way the normal Valkyrie is faster, dude. I have basically the same parts on them. Okay, let's hit the Nitrous now. Is it faster? Oh, yeah, I just crashed. Okay, hold on. Let me see. I will say this car takes literally forever to get to top speed. Okay, we're at 300 miles per hour. Is it faster? I don't think it's faster. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I barely have any space. Hold on. Let me try one more time. Okay, let's see. It actually might be quicker. Acceleration-wise, it definitely is faster, but this actually might be true. I think it might be like around like 10 or 50 miles per hour faster. So yeah, I think this is actually true. I would say that this is true. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong down below in the comments, but I would say this myth is true. That's what we have. It's not really a myth, but kind of a question. Was the game owners paid to make the Devel 16 the fastest car in the shop? I guess we will never know. Maybe. I don't really know. I mean, if a Bugatti Bolide comes out, that's definitely going to overtake it, I feel like, but I guess we will never know. So I really can't tell you if this is true or not. The next one we have is if you go to the new basketball court area in front of the dealership, you can actually pick up the ball and throw dunks. Okay, you could throw a dunk. Wait, hold on. Let's go ahead and see. Okay, so right here is the basketball area. So you're supposed to actually be able to pick up the ball and use it and throw dunks. Wait, if you throw dunks, that would actually be fire. Okay, so you can pick up the ball. Let's see. Okay, this one's true. This one's true. And you could throw a dunk. Wait, can you? Wait, this actually might be true. Wait, if you jump up and then you... Whoa! Wait, you actually can. Yeah, this is true. Okay, I'm missing right now. But yeah, you technically could dunk. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna try to get one. This is the last try, bro. Please. Yo, come on. Wait, hold on. What's the technique to this, bro? Hold on. Okay, I actually suck at this. I'm not trying anymore. But yes, this one's actually true. You can literally jump and throw dunks. That's actually pretty fire. Okay, next one we have is every dance you think I have been doing has been AI. If you guys are not in the stream, I'll just put it on the screen what JMS has been doing. And yes, those dances are definitely very real. So this myth is false. Next one we have is if you match up the fastest motorbike, you can beat the Devel in a drag race. I already know this one is fake, so I'm not even going to test it. Maybe back then, but I don't think so anymore. I'm not gonna lie. And the next one we have is new players are absolutely stacked with all the free things they can get. And I agree, bro. You started with 300k. You get like free group money and all this type of stuff and the codes and everything. So I would definitely say that this myth is true. All right, so the next myth we have is whenever it turns nighttime, the skyscrapers in the center of the city light up. Could be also other buildings around the map. Okay, so if we turn it nighttime, all the buildings should light up. And yes, that's actually true. Not all of them, but some of them do. Like this one right here. Oh yeah, dang, it's actually beautiful. Yeah, I already kind of knew this, but pretty cool. Yes, everything does light up. Look, dang, yeah, that's actually sick. So yeah, this myth is overall true. Okay, so next one we have is you can go over 500 miles with the helicopter and it needs a phone. Okay, I'm not sure if I'm able to play on my phone, but I could try at least using this. I think this is the fastest in the whole game. You can go over 500 miles per hour with a phone. Okay, I really can't confirm if this is true or not. You guys are gonna have to let me know for this one if it's true or not. I have heard people like glitching and like using the helicopter going super fast. So I really wouldn't know, but max you can go on PC is 315, but 500 miles per hour, I'm not sure. You guys will have to let me know. Okay, next one we have is helicopters have light. I just realized this helicopter does actually have lights. Wait, let me make it nighttime because you can barely see, but it does have lights in the very back. Look. So yes, helicopters do have lights. I mean, if you have this one from the Christmas event, this one obviously has lights, as we can see. Let me spawn it in real quick. Yeah, this one obviously has lights, but even normal ones. I didn't even know this. Wait, what about this one? Oh, wait, why am I just finding this out? Yeah, it actually does have lights. Look at that. Okay, yeah, that's sick. So yeah, this one is actually true. Okay, so for the next myth we have is the Audi RS GT, VW, Pagani Utopia Roadster, and countless other cars have some parts of the interiors that light up upon start, but turns off when no player is driving. Okay, so basically, let me make it nighttime. So basically saying that some cars, okay, so let's try the Pagani Utopia Roadster like that guy said. So Pagani Utopia, okay, so parts of the interior light up when you start the car. Okay. Let's go ahead and see. And wow, it does. And yeah, when you get out, they turn off. That's sick. Yeah, so this one is actually true. Look at that. Let me see if I can go in free cam. Oh, I'm going downhill. But yes, this is true. We can see all these parts lights up right here and everything. That's actually sick. And yeah, when you get out, they turn off. That's actually cool. Wait, let me see about the VW because I actually don't know. Kiefer, is that what it's called? Okay, let's see about this one. I'm not really sure. Whoa, that's sick. This does light up. And then you get out and it turns off. Yeah, so this myth is actually true. That's actually sick. This myth is indeed true. Okay, so for the next one we have is drifting slightly through corners is faster than controlled pre-braking. So I think he's trying to say instead of braking, just drifting a little bit is better. So let's get a good drift car. I don't really know what's a good drift car to use. Maybe, let me see. I think I'm gonna try out with the P1. Let's see how it actually works out with the P1 real quick. Okay, so instead of pre-braking, when I'm gonna drift, I'm just gonna drift a little bit slightly. So this is supposed to be better. Okay, let's try to hit a drift right here. I think it depends. I mean, I have it on rear-wheel drive, but wait, I should probably put drift tires on this because I am braking right here. Okay, let me try putting some drift tires. Okay, I went ahead and put some drift tires on this. Okay, this slides. Yeah, that's definitely way better. If you put some drift tires, look, I'm not even braking. All I'm doing is just steering a little bit slightly. So Ooh, okay. Hold on. I need to get a good one real quick. Hold on. Let me try and cook. Okay. Ooh. Okay, let me try and get this corner right here. Yeah, this is definitely way better than actually breaking. I'm not even breaking or anything. So I would say yes, if you put some drift tires, this myth is actually true, way better, and I think you get way cleaner drift. Okay, next one we have is sliding into a building at 500 miles per hour, it sends it to the moon. Okay, so we need to slide into a building at 400 miles per hour. Okay, let's see if I can do this again with maybe, I don't really know what car to use. Let me try the Rimac Nevera maybe. Actually, let me use the Jesco. I'm gonna try to slide into that one building and see if it actually ends up sending us to the moon. I heavily doubt this works, but maybe it can. Okay, so we're not quite going 400 miles per hour because this car takes literally 3 years, but let's slide into it. Yeah, it doesn't really work. It doesn't really work. So I would say that this one is false. Maybe I'm wrong, but I mean, let me know down below in the comments, but I would say that this one is false. I mean, maybe you could fall through the map, but send you to the moon? I don't really know about that. Okay, next one we have is there's a classic / old Mercedes AMG logo on top of the engine cover of the 2023 Pagani Utopia. Okay, so there's supposed to be an AMG logo on top of the Utopia. So this one, okay. So let's go ahead and open it up. Let's see, is there an AMG logo on the cover of the engine? AMG logo? Could this be it? I don't really see an AMG logo. I feel like this was true, but they went ahead and took it out. Let me know if you guys see anything. Oh yeah, I'm actually blind. Yeah, it is right here. Look, AMG. It's super small. Okay, that's why I didn't notice it. But it's literally right here. So this one is actually true. They have AMG. So they technically have like something from Mercedes in the game. So can we get Mercedes licensing? Yo, that'd be kind of sick. But yes, this myth is actually true. Okay, next myth we have is if you drive along the highway exactly at 3 AM in the game, a completely black driverless car, often a black GTR or classic muscle car, will appear in your rear view mirror. Okay, so I don't really know how I'm supposed to set this up for 3 AM, but I guess I'm gonna just make it nighttime. And okay, let's drive a car in the highway and let's see if someone pops up on my rear view. Okay, I don't even have a rear view mirror in this car. Maybe let's try the GTR. Okay, so here I am. I'm driving alone on the highway. Let's see if a car, a random GTR or a muscle car pops up behind me. I think this is supposed to be 3 AM. I mean, it's nighttime. I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to know it's 3 AM. Okay, I'm driving. Okay, I can't see anything in my rear view mirror, but there doesn't seem to be anybody behind me. So I feel like people would have already figured this out if it was true. So I would say that overall, this myth is false. Okay, so for the next one we have is there's no full map border, so you could fly out forever. Okay, I'm pretty sure there is a full map border. So you technically can't fly out forever, I'm pretty sure. Unless you're going into like the ocean, but I'm pretty sure there is a border. I mean, like, look, I'll show you guys for example right here. Look, for example, right here in the highway, you can't really fly out forever because there eventually is a border. I mean, this one is a good example right here. This is just like a closer one, but yeah, there's a border right here. And then yeah, you can't go any farther. So I would say that this myth is false. Okay, so the next one we have is on the ice. If you look around the edges, you will notice light pillars around. Okay, so light pillars. Okay, let's go ahead and see. All right, so there is light pillars around the ice. Okay, so there's a lot of ice, so I don't really know where bro specifically is talking about. There's pillars. Pillars where? I mean, I don't see any. Hold on, let me maybe go a little bit farther. He said, wait, there's gonna be, did he say light pillars? Yeah, there's really nothing around. Yeah, only light pillar technically that I know is the Lighthouse. So I would say that this one is false. Yeah, this one is, oh, I just fell into the ocean. But yeah, I would say this myth is overall false. Okay, so next one we have is there's a mysterious boat near Sandy Shore. I'm actually pretty sure this one's true, but let's go ahead and double check. Okay, so let's see. There's a mysterious boat at Sandy Shores, and yes, it's literally right here. Hold on, let me get out. Right here. Very mysterious boat we could see. So yes, this myth is actually true. I don't know what's going on with it, but very mysterious boat. Something must have happened right here, but yes, this myth is actually true. Okay, so for the next myth we have is that body kits affect speed on cars, and this one's not true. I mean, I've used body kits countless times, and no, it does not affect speed on cars. Technically, that would be kind of realistic, but no, it literally does nothing. So yeah. Next one is Devel will lose to Resros in a drag race by foot. Yo, Resro, I could smoke you, bro. All right, I could smoke you in real life, bro. Like, you don't want the smoke. Okay, next one we have is if you drive a Pagani into the ocean at 400 miles per hour, you get a secret Atlantis area where you get a Poseidon car. Okay, I don't even know if I could take any Pagani that I have to 400 miles per hour, but I mean, let me go ahead and try. Let's see if we get a secret Atlantis car. I mean, this would be kind of insane. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna try and go into the ocean. I don't really know. Okay, there's ocean right there. Wait, I can't really, there's not a bunch of ocean, so it's kind of hard to do this. Okay, there we go. Let's see if we get a secret. Yeah, nothing happens. Yeah, I mean, I already knew this, but yes, this myth is false. That would be crazy though if it actually worked. Okay, so for the next myth we have is there's an island full of R8s. Now this would be very cool if it was true, but the only island that we really have is the one that we checked out, which is Sandy Shores. So this myth sadly is false. That would be kind of crazy if it was actually you know, true, but it is completely false, sadly. Next one we have is the Pininfarina is the best car on the ice to drift. Okay, I actually have never really tried out the Pininfarina as a drift car, so Let's maybe put some drift tires on it or rear wheel drive and let's see how it does. Okay, so performance, let's do drivetrain and let's put it rear wheel drive. I've actually never tried out this car, so let's see. It could actually be kind of crazy on the ice and it maybe could be the best car to drift. Okay, so it's the best car to drift. Wait, is it? I don't really know. Wait, it's pretty good. I'm not sure if it's the best car, but it's pretty good. Okay, I would say that this is true. I'm not sure about the best, but it's pretty nice. Like, it's pretty smooth, I would say. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's the best, but it is good. So I'd say true. I'd say this myth is true. That's what we have is Driving Empire is a car game in Roblox. I mean, this is pretty obvious, of course. That's what we have is I made all content creators mad by redesigning the couch car. I don't know if this is true. I feel like this might be true. Column is a mod in the Driving Empire server, so I would say this is probably true. I'll probably say. Okay, and that's what we have is there's an Audi badge behind Lamborghini's Urus's radio. Okay, there's no way this is true. There's no way in the Lamborghini Urus there's an Audi badge. That'd be insane. Imagine, wait, okay, so behind the radio, wait, hold on, let me, like, slow it down. Okay, so behind the radio, there's an Audi badge. That'd be insane. No way, like, no one has talked about this if this is true. Audi badge? Okay, there's not. That would be insane, but behind the radio, no. There is no Audi badge, unless I'm blind. I don't really, I don't see anything. That would be crazy if it's true, though. So behind the radio, no, there's no Audi badge. Okay, yeah. This myth is false. Okay, so for the next myth we have, they are saying that far on the Sandy Shores Island, you can find a strange creature's house. It's little, unusual, but very familiar to many. Okay, let's go explore Sandy Shores then. Okay, so I've been looking around Sandy Shores and I don't really see anything that's strange or like a house or anything. I think there used to be a SpongeBob house here. I'm not even lying, but I mean, they probably maybe removed it just in case because of copyright. But I don't see anything. Wait, maybe is there anything here? I don't really see anything. Maybe I completely missed it, but I would say this myth is overall false. Yeah, I don't really see anything too strange. Okay, so for the next myth we have is there's a rumor that on the engine for the new Supra, the BMW badge is on it. Okay, I don't know how true this is, but okay, let's go ahead and see the engine cover of the Supra. Okay, so the newest Supra, I guess, will be this one. Okay, 2021. On the engine cover, on the engine, there should be a BMW badge. I heavily doubt this. And no, yeah, I don't see any BMW badge. Maybe anything under here? No, yeah. So this myth is actually false. There is indeed no BMW badge, unless I'm absolutely just blind, but I don't see anything. So I would say that this myth is false. All right, moving on. If you increase the suspension, match it out, a car becomes invincible and you can't crash. Okay, I don't know how true this one is, but I mean, I guess let's go ahead and try and get like a high car. Let's get an SUV, for example. So let's try the Audi RSQ8. Now, I'm pretty sure you can't become invincible. I mean, you could probably crash less. It depends what car you have. Okay, let's max it out all the way high. Okay, yeah, this is pretty high, but I don't think it'll make us invincible. We could definitely still crash. Okay, let me go ahead and see. Yeah, you're definitely not invincible to crashing. It's definitely gonna help you go over bumps and stuff, but this myth is indeed false. Okay, moving on. We have every single Pagani in Driving Empire has the AMG logo removed, except one. Okay, so we already know that the Utopia is the one with the actual AMG logo, but do any other cars have the AMG logo? Okay, we have the Huara BC right here. Let's see, AMG logo. Nope, I don't see it anywhere. Let's get another Zonda maybe, or another random Zonda. Let's try the Revolution Barchetta. Let's try this. Revolution Barchetta. No, I don't see any AMG logo, so I think that's pretty much true. Yeah, the Utopia is the only one that has an actual... Does the Utopia Roadster have it? I'm actually curious. I feel like they'd use the same engine model, no? Wait, you can't even open it. Can you? Oh, you can, you can. Okay, perfect. Does this have it? Wait, it doesn't. Only, yeah, the Utopia is the only one that has it. So yeah, this myth is true. Only one Pagani has the AMG logo. So yeah, this myth is true. Okay, moving on, we have on the Lego Porsche 911 GT3RS, the stickers are a different color, including the pieces, showing the poor color match. Okay, let's go ahead and see. So poor color match. So GT3RS Lego edition. Yeah, we can see that the stickers are not the best. We can see that this doesn't look completely accurate. I mean, let me just go ahead and get out. Let's look on the inside too, if it matches colors and all. Yeah, this one's not the best. Obviously, we could see it's maybe supposed to be here, but you know, it is a Lego, so it's pretty accurate. So yeah, I guess this would be true. I would say that the sticker color match is a little bit bad, but it's also Lego, so I don't know. It's not that big of a deal in my opinion, but yes, I would say that this myth is overall true. Okay, so for the next myth we have is the Mazda RX-7 has a hidden speedometer on the left side. Okay, let's go ahead and see if this is true. Okay, so here we have an RX-7. There's supposed to be a hidden speedometer on the left side. Is this true? Hidden speedometer? No, I don't see anything on the left side. Left side would be... Wait, maybe over here. Maybe it might be over here. Wait, it is true. It is a speedometer. Wait, what speedometer is this? Is this like an LFA? No, I don't think so. But it seems to be some type of Audi. And yes, this is actually true. It does have a hidden speedometer. Wait, Does the Velside version have it? I actually wonder. Okay, I was stupid. I was looking in the wrong place the whole time. Does this have it? It does not. So yeah, this myth is actually true. Yeah, it does have a hidden speedometer. Okay, moving on. We have the Tamario has a second speedometer on the right side. I actually don't know. I feel like this is probably true. Okay, so on the right side, it has a second speedometer, and yes, this is true. So I guess your passenger is actually able to see. Does it actually work, though? It does work. That's actually sick. Yeah, we can see it right here. It does work. So yeah, indeed, this is actually true. There is a second speedometer. Some Ferraris have this also, and I guess the new Lamborghinis kind of have this, which is pretty cool. So yeah, this one is actually true. On some licensed cars, for example, the Volkswagen Collection car, the speed display does not match up with the actual vehicle speed. Okay, so let's try the Volkswagen Collection car. So it says, I can't really see. It's kind of hard to see, but I'm assuming this is 20 or is this 40? Okay, speedometer looks horrible, by the way. I could barely see if this is, what is this supposed to be? It's 20 and 40. Okay, so 40 should be the second one. Okay, yep, that's definitely very off. Yeah, we're already at 40. It's supposed to be all the way up here. Yeah, this is true. We're just now getting to 60 and we're going almost 100. So yeah, this is completely broken. It's maxing out at 60 for whatever reason, and 100 is around here. So yeah, this is definitely true. Yeah, some speedometers definitely are not the same speed that it actually shows you. So yeah, this is actually a true myth. Okay, so for the next one we have is the Outlaws Buildings has a statue of Wish Tap. Statue of Wish Tap. I don't know if this one's true. Wish Tap is in the game. He's right here, but I'm not sure if there's a statue of him. Look. Well, okay, I think he's talking about this, I guess. Oh, character, I guess. So yes, technically this is true. Yes, Wish Tap is here as a character. Not really like a statue. He's not like, you know, built out of stone or anything, but yes, Wish Tap is here, so technically this myth is true. Okay, so the next one we have is the broom can go over 1,000 miles per hour. Now, I have tried this recently, and it's kind of washed. It's not as good as it used to be, so I don't know if it can go 1,000 miles per hour. I can try, but I feel like it got a lot slower than what it used to be. Like, I don't know. Let me go ahead and try, maybe. Yeah, there's no way this goes to 1,000 miles per hour. It's like barely catching any airtime at this point, bro. I feel like they definitely nerfed it. Yeah, I don't know if it can go 1,000 miles per hour. I know that it did, but right now, bro, yeah, I think it's definitely nerfed. So in my opinion, I would say no. This myth is false. Maybe I'm mistaken, but I would say it's false. Okay, so the next one we have is the pole in the fire station lead to sewers that don't work anymore. Okay, let's go ahead and head over to the fire station. Do we even have a fire station still? Oh, wait, we do. It's just not a job anymore. Okay, so the pole leads to sewers that don't work anymore. So, okay. So I'm assuming sewers would be under us, so let me go ahead and go down here. Wait, yeah, that is true. Yeah, they don't work anymore. Yeah, they removed it. There used to be something under, but yeah, they don't work at all. Yeah, it's actually true. That is actually true. Or do you have to be like, yeah, they don't even work. It's just nothing. Dang. Okay, yeah, this is actually a true myth. Yeah, these can't even go down anymore. So yeah, this myth is actually true. Okay, next one is both the brooms are still bugged. On both of them, the flame comes out. Flame comes out. Okay, yes, there shouldn't be nitrous on a thing. Okay, so let's see. I only have one broomstick. The flame comes out. I'm not sure if that's... Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, the flame right there. Yeah. That is actually true. Yeah, this is bugged. So this myth is true. I don't know about the other one, but I'm assuming it's the exact same. I actually did not notice that. Yeah, there's not supposed to be a flame there. Okay, yeah, this myth is true. Okay, so the next one we have is the Devel scene has no interior pictures you can find online. So the developers designed the Devel scene's interiors themselves or use it as concept artwork. Okay. So let's see, Devel City, I think, or Devel Scene or Devel. Okay, Devel City has no interior. So it has an interior in the game, but there's none online. Okay, so interior in the game. Let's see if there's any pictures online. Oh yeah, this is way different. What the heck? There's a video here maybe. But yeah, I guess they kind of just came up with it because it's completely different. So yeah, I guess this is actually true because this is way different. I guess it just literally came up with something because this looks nothing like what it was before. So yeah, this is definitely interesting. And the next one we have is the Toyota GR Super Sport Top concept has the wrong name in game. Wait, what? GR Supra open top concept has the wrong name in game. To flex it as an open top. Okay, so I'm assuming it's just called the GR Supra top concept or whatever. It's not supposed to actually say open top, but just so people would actually know that it is like actually, you know, you can take off the top. So yeah, I guess this one's definitely true. And that's one we have is the developers covered over almost all of the interior lights on the Zephyr Prime LX21 after the car was originally released in the game. Wait, they covered all the interior lights? Okay, let's see. LX21. Exterior lights. Whoa! Hey, I never realized this. Dang, this car actually sounds kind of nice. Actually has a pretty good sound. But yeah, this actually is true. Look. The blinkers don't even work. What the heck? Yeah, this is actually true. Look, I'm literally turning it on. And we can see the lights are like under here for whatever reason. But yeah, this is actually true. And the next one we have is the 2020 Bentley Bacalar. It's supposed to have an opening trunk with a full trunk liner and hinges modeled. But there's no prompt to open it. Okay, so let's see the Bacalar if we're able to open it. We should be able to. Yeah, it's a full trunk we could see. Is there like in a model and everything? Wait. Yeah, there is a full model and everything. Yeah, and we can't open it. That's true. Yeah, you are supposed to be able to open it, but there's no prompt. Yeah, that is actually true. Okay, for the next myth, we have the 2019 Chevrolet Corvette ZR1 and 2022 Noble M500 have the same headlights in real life, but they're different in the game. Okay, so let's see. So the ZR1 2019. Okay, headlights. Okay, so they're the same in real life, I believe, is what he's trying to say. And the Noble M500. Is it the Noble M500, I think? I think it's the Noble M500. But they're different. Dang, they look similar, but they are different in the game. So they're supposed to be the same. Hold on, let me go and look it up. Does the 2019 ZR1 and the Noble M500 have the same lights? And let's see. Yes. Dang, they have the same headlights, but they're different in the game. Yeah, that's actually true. So this myth is true. Okay, so for the next myth we have is the Hennessy F5 Roadster has 4 exhausts, but when you boost, it actually has 5. Wait, what? Okay, so let's go ahead and see. The Venom F5 Roadster. Venom F5 Roadster. So we can see. Okay, yes, it indeed does have 4 exhausts. Okay, it does have 4 exhausts, but when we boost, it actually does have 5 flames. Look at that. Hold on. I'm going to try and boost again. And we can see. It actually does have 5 flames. What the heck? Okay, so for the next myth we have is the broken down building near the dealership used to be some sort of office building. Broken down building near the dealership? Wait, what is bro talking about? It used to be some type of office building. Wait, broken down? Wait, which one's broken down? Wait, are you talking about... Is he talking about this one? Is this one broken? Or I guess this one it could be. I don't really know what he's talking about. You guys might have to let me know down below in the comments. Used to be some sort of... Only thing they've changed that I remember is this one. I don't really see anything that's broken down like that. I don't know. You guys would have to let me know. Only building that I know that they actually changed are these two right here. And they did change like a couple random buildings a long time ago. But I don't know. You guys would have to let me know. It used to be some sort of office building. You guys would have to let me know. Let me know if that guy is right. Okay, so for the next myth we have is there's an NPC that follows you if you stay AFK. Okay, so let's stay AFK and let's see if a random NPC starts following me. Let's go to the dealership. All right, I'm going to stay AFK for 1 minute and see what happens. All right, and I'm going to start the timer now. Okay, so it's been a minute and absolutely nothing has happened, so this myth is false. I mean, I feel like people would have figured this out already if it was actually true, but no, this myth is sadly false. And for the next myth we have is if you cheat in a race, you will get banned. And yes, this is true, so don't cheat in a race. I mean, like, bro, if you want to cheat in a game, why would you cheat in Drive an Empire out of any games? Like, come on, bro. This game's literally about racing, like, fake cars. Like, come on, bro. Like, it doesn't even make sense to cheat in this game. But yes, obviously, bro, there's admins, there's mods, there's developers that if they do catch you, you will get banned if you are cheating in the game. So this myth is overall pretty true. And for the last one we have is if you join WishTap, he will give you 10 million in an admin card. And I wish this one was true. Would be very, very cool, but sadly this isn't true. I mean, I don't think WishTap could really just do that for every person that joins them in a random game. But sadly, that one is not true. But yeah, those are all the myths. This took an actual while. I am not going to lie to you guys. But if you guys stuck around to the end of the video, make sure you guys like and subscribe. And let me know. I mean, let's try to get 500 likes on this. And I'll do a part 2. Definitely not 100, but I could maybe do another 50 or 75. Let me know if you guys would like to see that down below in the comments. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. Follow all my socials and also join the Discord server. Have a good one, everybody. And bye.